should be on. Feel free to drop your name, the name of your business if you have one, and where you're calling in from. Ada, are you there as well?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Such a pleasure to hear your voice.
It's great to see you.
Likewise. So we have a good bit of number of people who have already joined. Thank you for being prompt. We're always excited to have guests on who have such a range of knowledge, particularly as it relates to small business development in Louisiana. And we have someone very special on. And I want to just give a little story of how we met because I was at the very beginning stages of starting my company, Solid Ground Innovations, which is actually in partnership with SJB Group, sponsored through Louisiana DOTD to bring these webinars to everyone. And I was beginning my journey as a small business owner, and I was one of those individuals that was like a sponge of knowledge. So if you told me to go to Southern, if you told me to go to LSU, wherever you sent me, and you said that you could help me, someone said they could help me with my business and grow it, I would go. And one of those places actually was SBDC. And that's where I actually met you. And so I think about that because when I walked in, you're like, yes, you have to fill out this paperwork, but as soon as you do, you're in the system and you have access to all of these resources, and you can attend not only events, but you can attend these in-person live webinars. And then from there, I started actually teaching some. And so it definitely is a full circle moment just because I just remember you from the very beginning of my small business journey.
Yes, I remember that. Actually, I was in a different role at that time, but it shows you how long I've been here and have been working with small businesses and helping them to kind of reach their goals and go to the next level.
Absolutely. So I would love to introduce you. Of course, this webinar is sponsored by Louisiana DOTD through its DBE services. These webinars are recorded. So if you register, you will get an email with all the information that we talked about, as well as this recording. And we'll also provide links and contact information as a follow-up. And so we are super excited today to be here with Ms. Womack Bell. And she is a seasoned professional with 17 years of experience in the world of small business development. As the director of Louisiana Small Business Development Center, she leads a dedicated team that provides invaluable support to startup and existing businesses across seven parish coverage area. With her visionary leadership, the center has earned numerous awards for service, excellence, and innovation, including the 2020 and 2023 Small Business Development Center Service and Excellence and Innovation Center Award presented by the U.S. Small Business Administration, which of course we know for short as the SBA. And so some things that we're going to kind of talk about is not only what she does in her role, but what the center actually provides. And so when you think about, and I'll provide a link to the website, they specifically talk about how to get started if you want to start a business, and if you want to grow a business, how do you grow your business to new heights and really get connected. I had to throw some of their stats out there and the results that the center has seen. Clients served 55,000. I was actually one of those clients, so I'm probably in this number. Jobs created, businesses started, sales increased. And so one of the key things that the trainings provided me is that I had access to not only consultants, but individuals that were showing me how to focus on various different aspects of my business, whether that was marketing and sales, and how to really truly grow my business. And so I want to stop talking for a second and just give Ms. Womack Bell her opportunity to tell us a little bit about her background, how she got into this space, and exactly what she does on a daily basis.
Thank you for the great introduction. That's just a little bit about what we do as a network. So the great thing about the Louisiana Small Business Development Center, we are a network and we cover the entire state. So we're at Southern University Center, but we do have one at other major universities across the state. And I'm just going to share a little bit about the LSBDC network. Our state director is Brian Greenwood, and our associate state director is Heidi Melanson, that is housed out of LSU's, our state office center. So the Louisiana Small Business Development Center is a network, as I mentioned earlier. We're hosted by Louisiana State University. We are a member of the National Association for Small Business Small Business Development Centers. So that means anywhere you go in the other states, you can find the SBDC. So we were a part of the America's SBDC network. So that's a great tool if you're in Texas, if you're in Alabama, you can still go get these services across the country. So we're funded through the United States Small Business Administration, Louisiana Economic Development, and our host university. Ours is Southern. We've been in existence since 1983. We believe in building a diversified Louisiana economy to help entrepreneurs to transform lives and communities and supporting business development. So we do cover 64 parishes across the state. And the center, our center covers, as she mentioned, seven parishes: East Baton Rouge Parish, West Baton Rouge Parish, East Feliciana, West Feliciana, Point Capite, Iberville, and Ascension. So that's what our center at Southern covers. But our network as a whole mission is to provide high quality business consulting and training to existing and startup entrepreneurs in Louisiana. And the vision is a vibrant, healthy, diversified, and adaptable Louisiana business economy. So what did we do? As she shared, she came in some years back, it's been a while, and wanted to utilize our services. So the LSBDC provides consulting services, high quality confidential services, and I'll get more in detail of what those services look like, to small businesses at no charge. All of our services are free unless you're attending a training that has a cost to it. We help small businesses elevate their business idea, prepare marketing strategies, projections, prepare them for going to the right lender or getting the funding for that contract they're trying to secure. So we work with them one-on-one with consulting. We provide a various number of workshops and seminars that we partner with different agencies and organizations to provide affordable training as well. I'll talk a little bit more about LED's Small and Emerging Business Development Program, where that is an additional series of trainings and peer-to-peer roundtables you can participate in to help you get the information you need to grow your business. But our trainings provide high quality market research. It specializes in growth strategies and development, international trade, government contracting, and emergency preparedness, and more as well. So how can we assist you? So we can help you with consulting, right? Your startup or an existing business plan, growth plan. If you want a franchise, we partner with agencies that work with you with that. Training, various topics, industry-specific trainings, certifications, procurement, manufacturing, SBIR, STR, retail, transportation, trucking, legal. We have some great legal trainings coming up. Research. So we do have a research center at our Hammond SBDC office that provide marketing research for small businesses. If you need to know industry data, if you need to know competition in your area, if you need to know what's going on in the accounting area, we have a research center that can help you with that. Funding, financial projections I mentioned earlier, finding the right lender for you. Every lender has their appetite for different industries. Building that relationship with a good banker is very important. SBA and LED programs, they have funding programs for small businesses as well. And business resources. We have an array of resources that we work with. Louisiana Department of Insurance, PTAC, which is now Apex, SJB Group, SCORE, Urban League, Louisiana Workforce, and then we provide opportunities. So we recommend, and I'm a big component of partnership. We have a great team here. You know, we work well as a team to help small businesses grow and develop. But I believe it's power in partnership as far as working together with agencies, with small businesses, and to help them get what they need, working with chambers, et cetera. So that's just a little bit about how we can help you. So just to go in a little bit of detail in each area, with market research, we can help you with determining your business feasibility. Is this the right area? Am I in the right location geographically? What are the demographics in the area that I'm in? Right? Examining that industry and customer trends, that's very important through the growth of your business, starting and even growing, because sometimes things change and you have to pivot. So having that research is very important. And you might say, why do I need research? Research helps you validate what you're doing in business, but it also helps you mitigate risk when going into business. So that's very important to do that research. So we also help create growth strategies. We help you expand in domestic and international markets. International trade is a great area to always invest in looking into. I like to tell people, don't just think of Baton Rouge, think small, think global, right? We saw when COVID hit, I mean, people were pivoting, taking chances. They were doing work all across the country in different places. So it's always great to put on that international hat and think global as well, and how I can prepare my business now to be able to go global, right? I'm identifying government contracts and procurement opportunities. I'll share with you a little bit later in the PowerPoint. We actually have Get Certified Week coming up starting Monday. We'll have SBA here. We'll have an SJB group here with the DBE certification. We'll have LED here, and we'll be working through those certifications as well. And we also have a veteran conference coming up for veterans as well. So strategic marketing, we have a great marketing staff, great marketing guy on staff here at Southern, but also across our network. We're creating sales and marketing strategies, evaluating your online presence, identifying digital marketing resources, improving your branding. And then we also have the SCBD program that helps with that as well, to get into some specific trainings and get assistance with projects and training as well. Business finance, helping you create that sustainable business model. Projecting out cash flow and capital requirements, forecasting sales and funding, loan packaging, being bank ready. I hate to go back to COVID, but we saw that a lot of people could not benefit from the SBA funds that came down for them because they didn't plan properly. They didn't do their taxes. They wasn't doing payroll taxes and everything. So we want to make sure you're prepared as well. Developing those pro forma financial statements as well for getting that, securing those funding. And then business training, we cover sales, marketing, online, traditional accounting, finance, and kind of the list goes on. We kind of your one-stop shop. We like to prepare you, but we also like to hand you over to other agencies that can help you. I believe that you can utilize every resource from SBA to LED to SBDC to SCORE to VBOP to Urban League to DOTD to SJB Group to Apex to your different chambers to the different lenders to help you reach your goal. It takes a village, right? So these are some upcoming events we have. Starting Monday, we have Get Certified Week. It is hands-on. It will be here at our center. You bring your laptop. We'll have SBA here. They will go over 8A, the woman-owned. They have the Hub Zone. And then we have day 2. They'll go over some other certifications there. Then we have on that Wednesday, the Veteran Conference, which they'll be talking about opportunities for veterans and certifications. And then we have day 3 for the certification. And then we have a starting in finance for those just thinking about starting a business, but just need some additional information. And this is just a little bit about the SCBD program. We have roundtables. We are intermediary of LED. And with these roundtables, you're able to sit down with other emerging business leaders collectively and talk about business problems, learn from them, hear from strategic speakers, learn from other business owners to how to avoid pitfalls and kind of how to see how other businesses are growing and how you can grow. And we do have speakers that come in and talk with you, help you with your decision-making process. And you kind of can glean from other peers and other businesses that are doing great things and then learn at the same time and build a network. And that is our SCBD roundtables through the Edward Lowe Foundation, sponsored by LED, which is the SCBD certification that you can gain as well. And these are just some business resources to help businesses close the gaps. I know sometimes you say, oh, this is a lot. You have a lot of resources out there. Some do the same thing, some do more. But I believe even though we do coincide and provide some of the same things as other resource partners, you can always utilize a resource to find the other resources you need. And I see the businesses that come in and only use one resource versus using multiple resources. And you see sometimes they go farther down the line because they start to gauge, they start to utilize the local universities and colleges, utilize the technical assistance providers, go to networking events, join a chamber, have a good banker, have a good accountant, have a good attorney, and they start to network and work those processes, and they start to grow their business. So these are just some resources to help you close the gap. And they're just not local, but across the country as well. And then this is our information, just a little bit about us, where we're located. We're located at Southern University, 616 Harding Boulevard. When you come over the checkpoint, we're right there in the white building, and our contact number and our website. If you're interested in doing a consulting session or just learning more about our trainings, feel free to go to our website, and all that information is located on there. And that's just a little bit about what we do, but I'm open to questions and dialogue about small business resources with the LSBDC and across the board.
Thank you for sharing that. And yes, if you have questions, drop them in the chat. I have a few questions that I want to ask, and some of these were submitted prior. The first question is, if you are a new business, how would you use SBDC versus if you were a small business already established, or what would you recommend? Like where to start, maybe?
I think that the LSBDC is a great place to start and to grow. I know some people view us as, okay, if I have a business to start, how does that work? So we do have short-term clients, which is individuals that has worked with us less than 120 days. We have long-term clients that's been with us from now, been 10 years, 15 years. For example, we have Mitch Rotolo that has received an award from SBA for their 70th year in being in with SBA. For their anniversary, he received the award for working with technical assistance providers for a long period of time and growing his business and franchises across the country. But as you start, I think SBDC is a great spot. We give you that roadmap. We sit down with you and we say, okay, let's vet this. Let's put on this thinking tank concept and see where you're going and where you want to be. And I always like to tell businesses, let's see where you want to be, and let's think backwards, right? And let's go back to set that foundation and see how we can set that tone to help you reach your goals, to make sure you cover our areas. Because a lot of businesses, they'll go and register with the Secretary of State, get their EIN and think that's it. Okay, I'm in business, let's go with it. But it's so many other facets that the LSBDC can help you with, as far as making sure you're properly structured, making sure you have all of the license and the permits you need, making sure you have covered insurance, putting you with the right resources, making sure you have the right funding so you're not undercapitalizing or overcapitalizing your business. So the SBDC helps you get started with the process, building that action plan to help you get started, helping you set your tone for getting those certifications and then growing. So I think the SBDC will be a great place to get started.
Sounds great. You mentioned scheduling a consultation, and what would that look like? So if I wanted to say, and I know business owners on this call and others probably have a million and one things that they have a question about, or if they had a chance to have a one-on-one with someone they may want to talk about, what would scheduling a consultation look like, and what have other businesses or small businesses scheduled consultations for? What topics, perhaps?
Okay, so how that process looks like. So if you go online, you can see all of the centers across the state. You'll go select what centers in your geographical area that you need assistance with. You go click on it, you can request consultation. Once you click that link, fill out the information, within the next week, you'll hear from somebody from, just say you're at Southern, want to reach out to us, you'll hear from Miss Cynthia within the next week. She's going to do a client intake with you. Once she completes that client intake form with you, she'll then either, if you're a startup and you have not started, you'll be referred to the Startup and Finance class to go through that program. Once you go through that program, you'll be then assigned a consultant. If you're already in business, she will direct you to a consultant, and that consultant will reach out to you within the next week. So about within 2 weeks, you should hear from somebody And right now we have to transition and waiting to get some more people on staff. So please be patient with us. We'll definitely try to get you in a timely manner. But also the good thing is whether you can come in person or whether you need it to be virtual, we do virtual sessions as well.
Absolutely. So there's a question we have from a participant. They're an established business and they're looking to grow their business. They would like to purchase more equipment and have a business office accounting system set up to operate on another level. Are there opportunities available to help in this area? So when I read that question and you let me know what your response is, I think of, okay, if you need to get equipment, sometimes we have individuals on, for example, who are talking about like getting credit, a line of credit to be able to purchase that, or bankers and individuals who come on and they work directly with small businesses. I know SBA also provides SBA loans, et cetera, to grow businesses. And so my initial thought would be like, oh, I would point this person to a small business banker, or I would point them to the SBA specifically for maybe an SBA small business loan, which is like great interest rates in comparison to like traditional loans, because their goal isn't to make money off of you, it's for you to grow your business. And so I found that a lot of small businesses end up getting SBA loans. They pay them back over a very long period of time, and their monthly repayment is so low that I don't want to use the word free money because that's a very dangerous word. But if you are specifically growing your business, right, and bringing on more business, and then that business allows you to grow your business, you should not have any issue supporting a SBA loan. But how would you answer that? If someone was like, okay, I am an established business, I'm working, but I need to get equipment and accounting system in place, how would SBDC be able to help me?
Okay, great question. So what the first question would be, okay, so you have a need for inventory. What does that look like? What amount is it? We can help you with that, because the first thing a lender is going to want to know use of funds. And then you want to know what loan product or program is best for you in this situation. So like you mentioned, SBA has programs, but if they need equipment, they may want, whether you want to do a 504 loan or something with SBA, we kind of can help you with that area. We do have a list of lenders we work with. So that is a great thing, a great tool we can do at the SBDC. I have a client that came in and they're saying they're looking to gain a contract. They're looking for a good lender. I say, okay, we have a list of lenders we work with that have SBA program products and LED products, and we can do some introductions to you to them, make sure you're properly prepared. You have those financial statements in place, you have those tax returns done, you have that use of funds that's needed, your credit is in a good spot. We kind of have a checklist that we go through with the client for that. And then we kind of do some introductions to bankers, or even if they have a banker. At that point, I would think they have a great relationship with a lender where they can go talk to that banker that they have that relationship with to let them know where they are in business, and then kind of go from there. But even if they don't, we have great relationships as well and can connect them with lenders, and we give them options. We don't make decisions for none of the people that come in. Everything is based on us assisting the client and giving them enough information, knowledge to make a quality decision on what's best for their business. And then from there, if they need assistance with accounting programs, that's what the SEBD program is for, the Small and Emerging Business Program with LED, as we're intermediary for. We help you get certified with that program. LED provides up to like 50% for technical assistance as far as with projects or programs and training. So if they wanted to do QuickBooks, we provide QuickBooks trainings free for SEBD businesses. They don't have to pay for that program unless it's a charge. And then they get training with that facilitator, and they can work towards getting the program and assistance with getting their accounting system set up. So those programs, we can refer them to and walk them through the process to help them get that assistance. And then if they want to grow, they want to get in procurement after that 2-year span of business or 3-year, then we help them get on the right track for getting those certifications and going into those opportunities and training.
Thank you. So someone said that they inquired about the 504 loan, which I'm not too familiar about. I'm not sure if that's the SBA version of a loan or not, but it wasn't applicable for their industry. Purchase of land. It was more for purchase of land. So I don't think this is an SBA loan. I'll get you in contact with someone. I guess I could get you in contact with someone from SBA so they can actually give you a breakdown of the SBA, the various SBA loan providers and the banks that work with them to provide various loans. Because I know plenty of people who have SBA loans and it has nothing to do with land.
Yeah,
So
they have SBA 504 certified development company loan that deals with if they want to purchase like or renovate real estate, want to buy a long-term fixed asset as such as heavy equipment, small business, or refinance debt. So they do have the 504 certified development loan with SBA. They have micro loans. They have the 7A Community Advantage loan. You have the 7A SBA Express loan. Then you have the 7A loan as well, SBA. So it's many different programs. That's why the SBDC is good to come see what program fits best for that business. But also SBA is a great resource. Joanne them and Ms. Valerie them, they do a great job with sharing that information as well. So we're just an additional resource for you to help you find those areas. But that's something you'll want to get with a consultant to work with, to go really digging deep. What is it that you need? What do you want that to look like? And go from there.
okay, so from what you're saying is this could be a topic that this individual actually sets up or arranges a consultation to do a deep dive into these various different loans that they may actually apply for.
Yes, and SBA has a resource guide online. If you go to sba.gov, they have those programs in depth of what their products are. However, they do have a list of lenders that provide their products because every lender doesn't provide SBA programs.
Yes.
And that's something that you can identify as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for that information. Now, you mentioned that you have Get Certified Week coming up. And so if I was an individual and I wanted to come to that event, I would register. I would register through the website and then I would attend. What should an individual expect from that week? And is the goal for them to attend every day, or do they kind of attend the first day, the second day, or up to they receive what they are looking for out of it?
So they would register, and from registering, it is a hands-on training. So you can come and either just listen as a lecture and learn about the different certifications, or you can come and be ready to try to walk through the process. So they will be doing SAM, Systems Awards Management training for to help people walk through that process. And with SAM, it's a couple of things you'll need to be able to walk through that process. They'll be doing SAM, they'll be doing 8A certification, they'll be doing the Hub Zone, Woman On, and the Hudson Initiative. They'll be doing DBE. So it is a layout. So when you go online and register for that, you can register for either day you come. SBA will be down to kind of answer your questions, see what you need. We'll be here to assist as well. So I think it's just bringing your information with you and kind of like setting the expectations of what you want at the training. And if you want to come and try to go through the process of registering for SAM, making sure you have the proper information, and you can call and get in detail what you would need to bring, or if it's just you coming and wanting to go through and you've been through it and have just questions of what you need to know about it. It kind of serve all your needs. We used to do just lecture, and every month we do a training for just getting online to learn about a certification. However, we've noticed that a lot of the small businesses like to come in because they have so many questions with the hands-on process and the application to be able to get it done. And we have someone from SBA, whether it be Joanne, whether it be Marjorie, or Valerie, or someone else to go through the process with them to make sure they get their questions answered, if they have any concerns, and what process needs to go through with that. And then that could be done in a session as well. We've done some collaborations as well as we've done some online virtual sessions with individuals to go through that process as well. But it is also available to people that want to walk in and do it.
Sounds great. One clarification that was requested was related to the 50%, or SBDC picking up 50%. Can you clarify around that?
Okay, so the Louisiana Economic Development has a small and emerging business development program. And that is a program for small businesses. I can see if I could, hold on. Do you mind me
Yes.
hearing?
Um,
Okay.
yep, you want to stop sharing your screen, that's fine.
Yeah, let me do something right quick. Give me one moment. I want to give out accurate information, so I'm going to
Yes,
pull it
take
up
your
really quick.
time. And how you
What?
doing? Kenyatta has joined us. He shared information. And Kenyatta, I suspect that you'll be at Get Certified Week. And what I love about the idea of a Get Certified Week is like it's a, as SBDC is, creating that one-stop shop where pulling together partners so those partners can get small businesses what they need, so that you're not running to this office, this person, to be able to have a week that's focused on it, and you could come to a day and hit every single person that we've kind of talked about, is definitely a great opportunity.
So I want to share a little bit about LED pays up to, I want to clarify, up to 50% for some of the programs for projects and trainings. So they have, but you have to be certified in this area. The Small and Emerging Business Development Program provides managerial and technical assistance training needed to grow and sustain a small business. It provides developmental assistance, including entrepreneur training, marketing, computer skills, accounting, business planning, legal, and industry-specific assistance. It also helps you when you want to get into procurement and bid on contracts with the state as well, give you those extra points, right, along with the Hudson Initiative. And then it also offers a free assessment. And then they have the round table I mentioned as well, but they also provide funds for you once you get certified through the program that you can utilize for any of these areas that is pre-approved for your business. And they have information on here. You can go and look at eligibility for individuals that are United States citizen. They're located in Louisiana. They own at least 51% of their business, and they the persons by individually have a net worth of less than 400,000. And I'm not going to go too in depth in it. You can go to Opportunity Louisiana, Opportunity Louisiana here, and see everything you need to see about the program. We are intermediary of the program, so we help a lot of small businesses if they need a basic marketing package. They're SCBD certified. They go through the program, which it lasts a while for you to utilize, and they can get paid up to 50%. If it's $1,000, they may pay up to $500 for you to get that basic marketing package. You pay your part. LED will pay their part on the approval of all of the services being provided has been completed, and going from there. So it's a great program to utilize. If you needed QuickBooks or other trainings, that's a program you can utilize for that. And then you can kind of help you, it'll help you grow your business by, like they said, the trainings or the assistance you need throughout those 10 years of the program, the process. So yeah, so up to that amount, but you need to go and get more information about it or come see us here at the center, and we'll do an assessment and kind of go through the process with you.
So opportunitylouisiana.gov has truly a bunch of information that we've shared even in the past, whether that is you getting certified through the Hudson Initiative, that's on this website too. I have been certified through this program that we're talking about here. And so you see it right here, Hudson Initiative. This is so interesting because I participated in the Hudson Initiative. I did the CEO roundtables that's pictured here. I did the economic gardening. I don't even know if they even still have that. But right here, you see the Small Emerging Business Development Program. And so they actually have a few more things that are available, like Diversity and Entrepreneurship Initiative. That was not around when I first started. And so I would definitely implore you to go on this page and look at these various different initiatives and see if they also apply to you. But specifically speaking to SBDC, getting those certifications, which I will tell you are very easy to apply for, will literally take you sitting down a couple minutes and plugging information, ensuring that you're eligible and getting certified. It's like really simple to do, so not a huge lift or a huge hurdle for you to do. And so when you think about that 50%, say if you're going to go out and get a marketing deck, or you're going to go out and get someone to put together a logo design or something for it like that, right? And if you can get SBDC to pay 50% of that through a certified vendor that is giving you that opportunity, or even consulting people. I don't know who you guys consult with, but consultants aren't free for me.
Right.
When I need someone with expertise around marketing or sales, and I want to consult someone and I have to pay them, which that part you can consult with SBDC for as a part of their services. And so all of these various services that we're talking about today, I think is very important for you all to understand, like what is provided and then how you can access them, because there truly isn't a service that they provide that would not be useful. So just had a question come in, and that is, how can we become SBDC vendors and consultants? So looking from the other side, I guess.
As far as if you provide a product or a service, I recommend you becoming SCBD certified, number one, and then going into LAPACT and registering your business and all that, and then just start to network and letting people know who you are and that you're available, reaching out to those SBDCs and those technical assistance providers and letting them know what services you provide.
Yeah, and that's really what happened in my journey early on. I actually was receiving services and consulting, and then there was an opportunity for me to do a training. And so I actually ended up leading a training on a topic, and I did then like 4 trainings or something like that over at the SBDC office. And again, this was years ago, but I would have never known about any of this had I not just walked into the office and met you and others who were running the center at that time. Let's see. Kenyatta did drop a comment here. He said LSBDC at Southern University. So yeah, so we talked about the startup businesses, the business plans, the effective revisions on business plans. And even I find that, say you have a business plan or you have something that you put together, and to get another set of eyeballs on something, it's also a great use of SBDC to get a consultant or someone that's working inside the center to review what you already have and kind of do an audit, right? To ensure that what you are putting out there actually meets just the standards of what people who are going after contracts, who are submitting loans, all these different things need to have in order to be successful.
That's a area that we receive a lot of clients that need assistance in with business plan writing and growth plans. It's a roadmap and it's a living document, but it's always great to get, like you said, another set of eyes. You never know what you may miss or may need, or what can be enhanced. And that's a great area that we kind of work in with small businesses here to help them not feel intimidated by it. But once you finish it, it gives you that roadmap and that confidence to let you know, okay, this is what I need to do, whether you need to add that policy and procedures manual in there, whether if a disaster hit and you don't have that contingency plan in place in there included. All those things are very important to put in place during that foundational time to look where you want to be, right? We said in the beginning, at the end, your end goal, and how you can work your way back to make sure you kind of work towards meeting those goals.
Absolutely. Question here is, for the other centers, are they providing different services, or do each center provide the same services?
So we all provide the same services, but some centers specialize in some other areas. We may have a center that specializes in international trade. I know LSU does SBIR, SSTR Tech, more of a technology center there. So each one has their areas, key areas, but we all do provide training, consulting, and provide business resources for you. And if you go online to the website, louisianasbdc.org, you'll be able to click on each center and see their stories and what they provide as well. So it's one website for one network, but we all cover different areas.
Thank you. Question about partnerships. So you listed probably about 30 different partners. If you all can't provide something, do you refer individuals to those partners, or how do you collaborate with the partners?
Yes, I'm king on partnership. I think that's what has caused us to be very successful with our center. We partner with the agencies to provide the information to the small businesses. We always give referrals. We can't tell you where to go. We have to give at least 3 or 4 referrals. We can't direct you to one person, but we try to make sure that we provide enough for you to be able to choose from and research to see who you would like to work with. So as far as our partners, I like to partner with all the technical assistance providers, right? Because we all have that one common goal: help the businesses grow and thrive. We may not be able to provide something, a legal service, right? We have our law center legal tech center right here next door with the law center. And we have an MBDA center on campus as well that provide legal tech training. So, I mean, we work with them. We refer businesses over there to them if it's something that it doesn't set strong in our wheelhouse. But then we collaborate too with trainings together. And then we may refer you to some other areas that provide different resources. So yeah, that's how we partner with people. It may be something that we work with SCORE. We work with Urban League. We work with the Louisiana Chamber. So it's a lot of things we collaborate. We partner with Kenyatta every month. We together with him, helping businesses get those certifications. So we kind of created an ecosystem within our area to make sure we kind of funnel those businesses around and help them to get what they need. Now, it'll be on you to complete the process and to actually take the initiative to do it, but we definitely try to provide those resources for you.
Kenyatta says that you're being very modest.
I think me and Kenyatta may get an email maybe every other week about introducing somebody to get certified or a meeting with somebody to go from there, and it just works well in our ecosystem.
Yes. Question: where can I find the information on a certification Get Certified Week? And that's just on your website, correct?
Right. I can pull that up. Let's see.
And while she's doing that, one of the partners that I actually saw on your list was the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And they're actually hosting an in-person event like November 18th in New Orleans. And so many of the individuals from BC and across the US are actually going to be coming to New Orleans to actually host a in-person event and webinar. So if you're someone that's trying to trademark or you're trying to patent something, their office would actually be here, will be in Louisiana, and we'll be hosting a event in November. And so I'll also ensure that we include that information in the email that we send out.
We also have a legal cohort for those that are SCBD certified coming up in January, where the attorney will go through the foundational documents that business need, legal structure, contracts, all that good stuff that we need to know about, right, for business coming up soon. And I'll get that information to Mr. Kenyatta to share with you all as well, and to you. So we do have a list of trainings each year that we put out our calendar. I like to plan a year in advance. So we kind of have those already scheduled for next year, but we have some great trainings coming up for you all for 2024. But if you go to our website here, click on the training tab here, click on workshops here. This will come up. As I mentioned, we are a network, so it has all our centers across the state in here. But if you go and click at the location, you click at the center, you're going to go to the center and you're going to click Southern University. We do have Southern Shreveport in here as well, so make sure you click Southern University main office, and then you click search, and it'll pull up our trainings for the next 90 days in the center. Amazing. And you just go on and register.
Perfect. And so if you are interested in any of these trainings, definitely make sure you go on the website. I just shared it in the chat and get registered. And I think that's so helpful. I mean, just to have a legal structure and contracts training, I get so many emails and messages related to how to structure correctly contracts and agreements, and how to properly, whether that may be someone trying to switch over from an LLC to an S corp for accounting reasons. I always get questions related to just like legal commons and contracts. And clearly, I am not the one. I can tell you what I did. However, I am not a legal expert to give you advice on. And so definitely, if you're that person and you don't have a attorney or a retainer, and you want to get knowledge, I think that's a great training amongst many others that I saw there on the website. And we'll be sharing also this information out. And so although we have dropped contact information in the chat, we shared it on the screen. When we send an email out communicating all of this information, we'll also share these links as well. So as we come to a close, is there anything else you would like to share with this audience about growing their business, about certifications, about SBDC, what they don't want to miss? What are some words you would leave us on today?
So let's see. I would just recommend utilizing the resources. There are a lot of resources out there for small businesses that I don't think they really take advantage of. If you're trying to get connected, you always want to make sure you join your industry that you're in, their organization, industry standard, join the chamber, get connected with an SBDC, get connected with Urban League, get connected with the SCORE or VBOC if you're a veteran, get connected with Kenyatta, with SJB Group, with DOTD. If you're interested in procurement, sign up with Apex, formerly known as PTEC. They help you through the process, get you prepared. They send you contract opportunities every week if it's available based on your NEGS codes. I mean, there are resources out there, and if it doesn't work, don't get upset. Find someone else that can work with you and kind of keep pushing. So my main thing is get connected. It's power in partnership. It's power in working together. Be in those rooms, be at those events where the people are that you need to get involved with or target and grow from there. Make sure you have your finances in order, your credit in order, or start somewhere, whether it's not there, just start, work that plan and just stay consistent. If I can't say anything else, you reach out to resources, get connected, have that good banker, that a good attorney, that good CPA, but make sure you stay consistent across the board with everything you do. And we didn't even talk about hiring employees or working with people or making sure policies are in place, making sure you have, it's so much I could say.
That's
But
why you gotta get certified and come see you and have these consultations.
I'm gonna just say utilize your resources and get connected.
Yes. So as she mentioned, we did not have a chance to talk about employees and operations and how to set up all these key areas of your business. And that is exactly what SBDC is helping small businesses do and really getting them going on the right track. These are services that are being provided by the SBA. The SBA, of course, is being funded by the federal government. So we always want these resources to stay around, and they do so because we utilize them. And so definitely make sure that you're getting certified and utilizing the support services that's available to you. I'll give 30 seconds more for any last questions. If there are none, I will again like to thank you for coming on and being a part of our webinar today. Thank all of you for joining and who's in attendance. We love to have individuals on, as I mentioned earlier when we got started, who are very versed and have been doing this for years and years and years and have seen so many types of businesses come through their centers. And they've worked with so many individuals like yourselves to get them on the right track. And I know there's so many success stories that have come out of SBDC, including the success of my company, Solid Ground. And so thank you, Kenyatta, for joining and sharing information in the chat. And we look forward to having you on the next webinar that'll be coming up. We have some great individuals on our schedule. We have the CEO and founder of Demo Diva, who, if you're in construction, if you're in any type of maintenance, she's going to come on and talk about how she built Demo Diva. We are going to bring someone on from the school board, someone who could talk about contracting with the school board and contracting with schools, and how you get into that process. And so thank you again for joining us. Thank you to Louisiana DOTD for providing the DBE services to allow us to host this webinar. And I wish you all a great week ahead. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Kenyatta. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Have a great one.